We were talking about basically since COVID, we've been on calls together. This is our first time being in person,
Right.
but everybody knows who Gopher Angels is. They may not know that you founded it. Can you tell us a little bit about your really authentic experience as an entrepreneur and how that led to the founding of Gopher Angels?
Absolutely. First, thanks for inviting me here today. This is such a terrific collection of people. So I'm Sara Russick, and I am, as Christian said, a kind of a lifelong entrepreneur and founded Gopher Angels and now Discovery MN Angels. Put that on your radar. Thank you, Rick. And how I got there. So as lifelong entrepreneurs, you always are looking for the next thing to do. And my husband, who's also my business partner, we had a couple of exits. We had no experience in the life sciences space. It all leads here. And so we had some companies, and in 2011-ish, we decided we wanted to hop to the other side of the table after raising VC money, after raising angel money, after bootstrapping. We were finally ready to get on the other side of the table. Back in 2011, there was a lot happening here in the ecosystem for startups. Things were really starting to percolate, but there really wasn't a lot going on for the investor side of the equation. And so we were actually getting on airplanes, joining other angel networks. We thought we should be doing this in our own backyard. This is crazy. Networking and talking to a lot of people in the space, they said, you guys like to, start and build things. Our community could really use an investor ecosystem. Can you work on that? So we said, sure. Kind of started out as a give back. We thought we'll commit 2 years to this and then we'll get on to our next big thing. Well, we're still doing it. It's a journey. It's a labor of love. It's a journey. There's so much to do. We launched Gopher Angels in 2011. We made our first investments in 2012. We had 6 investors in the room, and it really all started at University of Minnesota. And we had a great support from Carlson. And one thing led to another. We recruit members, we build deal flow, and today we're still functioning and a very great sustainable organization full of awesome members. Our membership is interesting. This is how we get to the life sciences and med device portion of it. Our membership really reflects the community we're in. It's about 80 at any given time, 80 members who are successful executives from all of our great corporations here. Some of them come from the University of Minnesota as professors or researchers. We've got successful entrepreneurs. And because it's a reflection of the community we're in, a lot of them had experience in something related to life sciences, med device, healthcare. And so very quickly, we have built this brain trust of experts in the field. And some of them are practitioners and can bring in their experience as a practitioner. Some are corporate, gurus, can bring in the business side. And what that really does is it helps us become really good at collaborative investing and supporting startups. Now, 2 of our core investment sectors are anything related to healthcare and healthcare IT and med device. And so now we're a nationally recognized go-to funding source for early stage med device startups. And we've built a syndication network across the country. A lot of the universities, we work closely with them, everyone from Texas to San Diego, Boston, Ohio. We've got really great syndication partners. And what we're seeing is we're able to get these companies funded and out there. But that said, we don't do just life sciences and med device. We are industry agnostic. We've done 82 deals, $26 million total invested, but 2/3 of them are related to healthcare and med device. So we do have a real foothold in that.
So how do people become a Gopher Angel? Let's talk about that. We never really break it down. And when you become a part of your group, are we investing collectively? Do you get to get in on some deals and not others? Or how does that work as a member of Gopher Angels?
Sure. So we wanted to provide a space that could help angels become better investors by facilitating deal flow, by providing structured due diligence processes, by collectively and collaboratively putting your expertise into vetting deals and doing due diligence, and then having a facilitated investment process. And, each of the investors, it's accredited angel investors, each of the investors writes their own checks. They can invest in what they want and build the portfolio how they want to build it. And really, it's open to everybody. It's also a great way to learn. So many people start investing and just write checks because the guy on the golf course said, this is a good deal. Okay, research shows that's not so smart usually, but collaborative investing doesn't improve your ROI. We're also taking that model to the new investing group, Discovery, MN Angels, which we talked about, to really create that collaborative investing environment to support companies that are affiliated with the University of Minnesota.
Okay, last question.
Yeah.
Minnesota, I think, has a lot of dry powder, high net worth individuals that haven't activated, or maybe life science is a little scary for them. Now, you invest in other verticals. How do we engage a larger percentage of our high net worth individuals in the Twin Cities area that should be investing in our early stage companies that are coming out of Mayo, coming out of, I know it's partly through your group, but I'm actually asking that conversation with them. How do you convert them? How do you get them to move? Do you have any advice for us as we talk about our strategies that need to get funded? And many of us have high net worth individuals. How do you pull them into this really complicated regulatory web of life sciences and get them going?
Education. That's one of the things we're focused on is, first of all, there are a lot of people who don't even know that they can be angel investors. It's not that, high a bar, but you can be an angel investor. Just let me know. Talk to your friends. Call us. We'll help share and educate. But it is a very complicated space, and becoming good at it is hard. But one of the things is making sure that you're listening and communicating with people who might have more knowledge or fill in the gaps than you do. That's what we do at Gopher Angels and Discovery MN Angels. We kind of fill in those gaps because nobody can know everything. We also rely on outside experts. We have built a great network of people who can help us and become better and learn more about something specific. The last thing we want to do is facilitate a deal that hasn't been properly vetted and people don't know what they're doing. So what we really want to do is create that educated pool of investors to make confident decisions.
De-risk it a little bit.
De-risk it.
Yep. Be a team. Approach it together. Well, I sure appreciate you being here. It's so wonderful to meet you after all these years. And I hope you make some connections. I mean, it sounds like what you're doing is very Bullpen-esque. We know that we may be deep on one or two areas and that we're stronger if we surround ourselves with other experts. So I invite you to become more part of our community, and thank you very much for being here.
Thank you.
So let's give her a round of applause.
Thanks. Thank you.